But before we have to see any more fish shenanigans, let's go right into it. This will be the next and final quarterfinal of the map. Legendary and Shrug face of the night. No, quarterfinal of the map. This is also the last quarterfinal of this map right now. Don't tell me what to do, guy in my ear. Don't correct me.
Guy in our ear. God. Man, he's just always telling us to do stuff. Just do this, do that, do this, do that.
Anyways,
highly unenjoyable.
Legendary, a team we have seen been dominating lately. Reap what you sow. What? Wait, what is he playing?
What is he playing? Reap what you sow in ninjas.
That's weird.
That's not right.
He's not playing Shifu. Against a Croak Esmo. Oh my, this is going to be an interesting game, folks.
All right. Show us what you got, Reap what you sow in ninjas. Show us what you got.
Shrugface, a team I don't believe we have seen here on the broadcast. Vexen going to go right in. Going to use that spacebar, but now that it's down, they have to be careful. Reap what you sow going to stay back and try and put some damage on. Sounds the time. Going to do a bit to Jeter. Going to pull in Reap what you sow. Oh, there comes the book. The Book of Destruction. And he actually will secure that. Vexen's going to use the spacebar to get away and then secure the candy. But now he is all alone. Jeter is completely on the other side of the map, not going to be able to help him out. Will
actually,
win the 1v1s?
I think Vexen cut it out really, really well. We'll get the camouflage, we'll get the incapacitate proc, and could have made Big CC happen, but Reap what you sow is in trouble, actually.
He's taking a good bit of damage. Oh,
we'll secure the center orb. Good
one.
orb control from Shrugface.
That Tome of Destruction just a bit too strong. Deals so much damage. Takes that orb with it.
Oh no, this is dangerous. Reap what you sow could get wrecked right here. He's so low on health. There he goes. Down goes Reap what you sow. And Vexen on the Esmo just zipping back and forth. Oh, don't hit yourself.
Oh, wait. That's an insane damage. Followed by Santa time. Holy crap.
Vexen does not see the difference between targets. He sees whatever is ahead of him and just goes. Just attack.
Just attack.
Just go.
It worked out for him, saving the spacebar for the prime moments, and they weren't capitalizing because they were pushing
I like it.
far
I actually think Vexen played that out really smart. Used one of his charges to play aggressive, cause Reap what you sow to spend cooldowns, use his second one to just disengage, and put Reap what you sow in an awkward spot where now he's used cooldowns, but he can't punish. He can't gain value for the cooldown that he spent. And then in that 2v1 scenario, where Jeter was actually petrified up in the 2v1 against Vexen, Vexen was able to kite away, dodge the quicksand, use the arcane barrier to avoid Sands of Time procs, and then just use the flamethrower, use the life drain to kind of keep himself trading efficiently against ninjas. It was really good calculated play from Vexen, actually.
Guerrilla tactics.
Guerrilla tactics.
Right in, right back out. Now they're going to try and take mid control. They do not want to get pushed back to the left-hand side like they were
That's
just
a
previously.
really terrible thing to have in your time bender. Actually the worst. One charge of arcane fire.
That's, I mean, it might pay off later. I want him to get the final blow at that. Now we're going to have a cool kill, hopefully.
The mobility from...
Oh, that
nice.
orb will actually still go to Legendary. They will pull that one off. The Arcane Barrier going up, but now Vexen. Oh, Vexen's taking a lot of damage now this time. The Petrify going out on Croak. His ally, Jeter, in a tight spot. Oh, that will not land the M2. If it was just a little bit longer, he might have...
Oh, the tomb is down! Whoa!
Oh, my. There's some damage. Reap what you sow! You need some help, my friend, but there's going to be an incap on Vexen. The Arcane Barrier will come out. It does have his ultimate, and that orb will go again to Legendary, though. They're going to be able to secure a bit. Both Space Star out there.
Oh, no, you have no cooldown!
What you sow exploded!
Molly whopped! Damn!
Molly whopped.
Reap what you sow got taken to the library because that book just floored him.
What on earth was that? I'm going to let that one go.
Vexen is doing work. Oh, Vexen might be dead here. Nope, Vexen lives.
What? Oh my god. Oh man.
Stuff is happening.
All right, well.
There's BattleRekt that's being played.
There he is.
Ladies and gentlemen.
First two going to Shrugface. Not what I would have expected. Legendary coming to prove themselves last week. Have a tough time right now. I expect to see a team swap after this. Not doing so hot right now against these two. Esmo doing a good job of just going in, going right back out.
I really like the mobility from Reap what you sow and Ninjas in the early part of the game. They were able to swing around, get the center orb as well, and put out some damage. But I think it quickly got out of hand when Jeter was able to start setting up CC, incapacitates into stuns. We saw how much damage that Tomb of Destruction drop did for Vexen. I mean, 0.5 second stun. It's not a long stun. It's half a second.
That's what 0.5 is.
Half a second. It's half a second.
Half of an entire second, which is just half a second short of a whole one. And now we're going to see RipuJuSo. They want this mid control. They keep getting pushed back right off the bat. Jeter wants to sneak around. It's going to mount up.
Oh, that's aggressive. He's going to use Arcane Barrier, but here comes Jeter from the top.
Will
land the stun. What?
Yeah. Oh, wow. He just, at the end of that, was able to land it. He's going to just go right back on a Reap.
Look how low he is.
Completely alone. He has no support. Ninja's now trying to get in there, but he's not able to heal up a whole lot. That orb.
Oh, they still want it.
Still got
Shrug face is just shrugging. They're styling right now. RipuJuSo is in trouble. So is Ninjas. The target choice could be either or.
Oh, he has it in the time bender now, though. This could be good if he's able to stay alive.
Here comes a camouflage. Nice timing on the immaterial. Good awareness from RipuJuSo.
Good petrify. Good petrify. Now RipuJuSo is just going to try and kite away if he can. Almost pulled in.
I really think Jeter and Vexen really would benefit from coordinating again. They get their best damage and get the best connection from coordinating. They can't get greedy at this point.
Oh man, there's an ultimate actually.
It might be a little bit too late.
This could be terrifying. Oh, Ezmo has to be very careful. The spacebar is now down. If he gets hunted, this could be the end of him. Vexen's actually going to mount up to get out of there. Oh man, Croak run right in front of that bow.
Oh no, and he might get taken down here. He's trying to drain health. Uldor is getting really low now. The second orb actually goes to Legendary.
Oh, immaterial right through that. He wants to try and get it.
Whoa! Oh, the Uldor comes out.
The ultimate. Couldn't get Jeter, but at the same time will take down Ezmo. Yes, it will. Now a 2v1. Just immaterial out of that one as well. Oh, he waited for the perfect in-cap moment. Oh, what?
Wait.
Jeter took him down. Ninjas. Oh, there it is. The lantern smack. My favorite sound effect in the game. Oh man.
God.
Can't get out of that M1 EX-M1 combo. Older will take him down. They could mount this comeback.
We'll have to double check if both Jeter or Vexen either or are quarterbacks, because they took that game and threw it way far away. They threw that so hard. My God. They were so far ahead. I think they pushed way too aggressively. They knew that Croak is a character that becomes incredibly strong with coordination. Incredible, you're way more effective, but they tried to chase down the kills individually, which worked for a while, but diminishing returns are a thing, man. When you try to chase down RipuJuSo and Ninjas for long enough, they'll find ways to kite away and start trading efficiently against you.
I thought about your library line again.
Vexen is an intellectual individual.
You know it.
Just wanted to share his love for books with RipuJuSo.
By murdering you with them.
Yes. That's
close enough. That's
side effect.
That's how I sure love.
Side effect of Elmo sharing books with you.
Ooh, trying to get that time bender, but bait it out. Good on Vexen to bait the time bender out. Now he's not going to be able to negate much damage. There comes the M1. There it is.
Oh, man.
Space in and space right back out, followed by the Jeter stun.
Oh, RipuJuSo has to be careful. Tomb's destruction does go down, and now the center orb.
Oh, what?
Oh, it went to Shrug face. Oh, good
stun.
There's a
petrify. What? He got right out of it.
Yeah, he got the stun, and Ezmo was able to lay in the damage, so Ninjas is still in a lot of trouble here, but he's losing a lot of health. He needs to be very careful.
Almost. Whoa! Oh, there's an ult! It actually only gets Ninjas. He immaterial out of it. RipuJuSo just saving himself from damage, but Ezmo in a scary place as well. They will get orb number 2.
They're very dangerous. The root will land. No, the wall is just there.
He wasn't able to get it, but we will see a Croak ultimate coming in now that he knows that. Oh, there's the cooldown. He's going to land it on 1.
Oh! When the Venom explodes! What? Was that a double kill?
I think so. When the Venom explodes!
I need to see that again.
I thought he was immaterial trying to run away.
I'm pretty sure that Venom just popped and killed RipuJuSo, just killed Ninjas.
Huh.
I feel like that's what happened.
I mean,
I might be wrong, though.
I am at least 23% sure that you're right. I agree with you, but I don't want to admit that I am agreeing with you.
Shrug face. I saw it in chat. I saw it coming. They were confident. Shrug face is giving them the power. It's like their version of the Spirit Bomb is just the Shrug face right there.
The Shrug face.
No problem. That face is so smug. That Shrug face.
A bit of an upset as far as I'm concerned. As far as BattleRekt is concerned.
Well, not the first. Jumong Uldor is not a combination we typically see RipuJuSo and Ninjas play. And I feel like, I mean, I might call me wrong, but I feel like they're better at Shifu Sirius.
I probably have to agree. I mean, I just think he's a great Shifu player.
There were some good moves that they turned out in that particular match, but the aggression from Jeter and Vexen, I think, was just a little bit too much for their combo to handle. They didn't really know how to efficiently get out of bad situations, and so many times tombstones were dropped. go into Deceit, and then you're in a ton of trouble. They just look like they were scrambling.
And you talked a lot about how Croak and Ezmo work so well when they work together, how you can deal damage off of Croak. And here's a perfect replay to showcase that. It's going to be Croak locking up 1, while Ezmo just dishes out the damage.
All right, and look at that Tome of Destruction is doing work. It's going to fade away now, but Arcane Fire just still does so much damage.
Here we go. Here comes the Deceit. Just getting it on 1.
Yeah, nice.
Saving the stun and just getting it on the other.
Look how far. He didn't even shoot when the stun was up, but just the succeeding shots that Ezmo happened to land at the end of that, it does so much damage. Each bullet is 6, and he just fires so quickly.
I mean, it allows your team to kind of position up and posture up and get ready for the damage. Positioning is such a big key. Oh, this.
Look how much damage he does to himself.
Followed by the Sands of Time. That was pretty nuts. Because I think he got an M1 in there at the same time, so he pulled himself into an M1. So he actually almost murdered himself entirely.
Yeah. That would... So... Yeah, I would love to see. I mean, there were so many moments in that game. I wish we could see the let's go and see that last moment. I just want to know what happened. I mean, it was so confusing in the last moment. There were so many spell effects going on at the moment. Let's take a look here. Actually, I feel like Vexen put himself in a very bad spot. Really aggressive, jumping in here, got cornered. Arcane Barrier is the only thing keeping him alive, but Jetter with that really well-timed Venom Wind.
It is.
And it was.
That plus an M1, that's what finished him off. I didn't think it was enough to kill him. There's a lot of health he had left. Well, not a lot, but I didn't think it was going to be enough.
Yeah, well, it's about 38, I think, is a pop for Venom Wind.
No, that's actually, yeah, that's pretty solid. It's a pretty nasty pop.
Nice! Venom Wind is pretty good.
It's pretty good if you utilize it correctly.
Yes.
It's easy to iframe if you have any cooldowns whatsoever. It's easy to get out of it.
Yeah.
It's a very kind of... it's really interesting. It was when I first started playing the game, for some reason the Croak ultimate was one of the first things that clicked of how to iframe out of. The timing, there's something really inherent about the Croak ultimate timing. It's like a very consistent...
that's just like ticking down, and then it's that...
Well, folks, this is why the North American broadcasts always go in an interesting direction. They take a turn for the weird.
A turn for the weird.
I will say. Map number 1. Legendary goes down, and I'm going to see if they do take a team comp swap.
Legendary.
Team comp swap.
Here it is. I like that. You know what? If anything, I like that Reap What You Sow and Ninjas are stepping out of their comfort zone and trying new things. Just making sure, testing the waters. They're so confident in their Shifu and their Sirius that they're saying, hey, it's okay if we drop a map. Let's try and see how this works against some of the best players in BattleRekt. See how we fare. And then fine. Didn't work out. Let's go and try to make this win happen. And I have to imagine that they're probably pretty content getting that kind of practice and the information, because what better practice is there than an actual tournament game?
I mean, yeah, that's how, when everyone's playing at most likely their peak, or at least attempting to, it's from the most competitive standpoint. Everybody really wants to take that win, especially when there's money on the line. So, I mean, I'm all for different team comps. Please, by all means, let me know what's going on.
Let's see that.
But now we're going to see their typical team comp. Shifu and Sirius. Full engage mode.
Nope, gets the wall. But Vex is going to spend number 1. Actually, counters down by Ninjas, too. This could be really bad. Here comes Jeter. He does get weakened up.
Jeter with the weaken, though. He's not going to deal as much damage. There's an in-cap. Oh, just as he goes and Fizz as well. Completely wasting his Deceit. Who's going to get that orb? That orb actually will go to Shrug Face.
Shrug Face has a lot of momentum right now. Ninjas has to kite away. He has a charged shot. There's a good counter, and we'll be able... Oh, he whips the charged shot on Vexen with a good jump.
Good cancel on that counter. Oh, just getting out of that.
Oh, the arcade barrier. The 180 arcade barrier.
To try and stop himself from getting weakened. That is a good bit of burst damage as well, but his weapon is charged all again. Ninjas, oh, just missing Jeter as well. The Petrify is just going to turn his target on. Jeter, though, has to be very careful. He might go down. There's an M2, and oh, an Invis Croak goes down, and not enough to stay alive, and now Ezmo left to his devices, and his devices are death.
Good aggression from What You Sow, and actually really good kiting from Ninjas. Despite the fact that he spent so many counters, Jeter and Vexen had a very difficult time punishing him for it. I think part of that was because What You Sow was playing so aggressively onto Jeter, disincentivized Jeter from spending Deceit or Camouflage in a key moment to try to take down Ninjas, and I think Vexen just could not really land a consistent stream of damage onto Ninjas just based on positioning. And so I think that worked out really well for Legendary, and if they keep playing their positioning that well and have that strategy set up, they're gonna find a lot of success in the second map here.
That aggression, that seems to be what's going to put them back. Not letting Esmo go in and out like he had the room to do when it was Jamong and Oldor. Now we're going to see him. Going to get the space around. Oh, both counters are going to get procced. Oh, no. Esmo, try and get out of there. He's going to take so much damage. Now that is a mistake you do not want to make against this team comp.
Yep, and another counter does get procced. The Arcane Barrier will actually block a good amount of damage. Tomso gets put down with 8 charges in the chamber, but no, Ninjas does so much damage. Just takes Elmo out.
That was destruction.
Yeah, definitely do not want to start out that way. Respect the counters. It's very hard to play Croak against counter comps.
Especially a double counter comp. You can try and keep track of one, but can you keep track of both? Oh my god, this M1 destruction.
Oh, the timing was good. But now you're weakened, and now you're being burned up. And now Reaper So is gonna... Oh, no, it was Ninjas.
Oh, that Crescent Strike.
2 rounds up, and it looks pretty solid for Reaper So and Ninjas. I think it's coming down to execution at this point for Jeter and Vexen. They can't play the rest of the game until they first decide how they're going to set their pressure, what their safe options are, and how to avoid hitting into counters and turning the situation into a bad situation for themselves.
They have a lot less safe options now because this is a team that will always be right next to you. They are not going to space out. Like we saw with Jamong and Oldor, there are a lot of times they'd back out a bit. They weren't able to put the kind of damage on. They had to wait for a key time to use those cooldowns. But this team comp, they don't care at all. Every single cooldown is going to be directly into your chest. They're just going to do their best to hunt you down, which we see this team comp specifically do so often. Reap what you sow, using both. Oh, he's just trying to get some damage on Jeter. He's going to turn straight to Esmo. Esmo's spacebar is now down, though, and they know it. The Petrify followed by the Weaken. He's actually going to use his protection as well as Arcane Barrier is now down.
Ninjas is actually going to whiff the Prismatic Strike, and so that's energy down the drain. And right now, Center Orb is available. Let's see if Vexen or Jeter can actually grab it. No, the Impale from Reap What You Sow, well-timed, will secure that Center Orb, and now Vexen is in trouble.
And easily take an Impale, and he's weakened as well. Oh, space barred in. He's used one space, and he's now used another. He did proc a counter as well. Oh my, the charged weapon just a bit too strong. So much damage right off the bat. He's going to survive just a bit longer, but this could be the end. Oh, there it is, an M2 before he got to use his second charge on his space. He will go down. It's going to look like a 3-0 sweep, and map number 2 for Legendary.
Nice, Legendary easily 3-0, taking the second map, and they're going to tie it up, and it's looking bad for Shrugface. I mean, this is what defines Reap What You Sow in Ninjas, and you're not going to move past them if you don't have a strategy against it. Not possible.
I definitely expected them to switch the team comps up, but I didn't expect it to be this much of a stomping.
Yeah. It's tough. I mean, Esmo is a character that already takes an incredible amount of finesse to play, right? You have limited options. You have 2 charges on a jump, fine, and the Arcane Barrier, fine. But those run out very, very quickly when you're playing Esmo, and I'm sure there's nobody who realizes it more than the Esmo player himself. If you make a bad decision aggressively, you can put yourself in a terrible spot, especially against the Shifu and Sirius. They're almost always ready to punish. And
they're just going to, they could just alternate cooldowns. One of them can use everything he has on Esmo to force him to use his spaces and Arcane Barrier. And then Sirius just going to come in with the spacebar following right after. So he's not going to have enough to deal with 2 people. And Croak doesn't really have a whole lot of... He has this one big hard CC with his Q. God, I'm the worst. I actually think so terribly. That double counter proc, though. I want to see that one more time. This is just going to be disgusting. Right, literally immediately into the match.
Oh, no!
1-2, and then goodbye, Esmo.
Vexen controlled his own fate there.
This is going to be a complete destruction. You can see a space bar from Sears coming in. Boom. Followed by a Weaken almost. He wasn't able to land it right there. It's actually not charged yet, but it didn't seem to matter. He used his R, just missed it.
Prismatic Strike, too. It was so much damage. I mean,
another counter gets proc, just hunting him down, landing right behind him. There's the Weaken. Actually gets sucked in by the Arcane Barrier. Didn't look like it actually had the angle on it.
Yeah.
He puts out the tome. Yeah, deals a little bit of damage, but it doesn't matter. He just spaced out for this. Oh, God. That initial mistake, and then from there, you're just playing catch-up the rest of the game. You've now triggered both of their best abilities as far as locking onto you. Now they're always going to have one more ability to chase you down because you've done the one that relies on you messing up.
Yeah. I think it's tough, and they could almost straight just ham fist smack their mouse, and doesn't matter, mouse 1, mouse 2, whatever it is, just smash your mouse. And
I'm not going to smash these mice. The keyboard I'll punch, but not the mice.
Pretty nice mice.
They are. Keyboards? As you said yourself, they're just membrane keyboards as you described them. They're just membrane keyboards.
All right, reap what you sow, ninjas. Show us more. I like their weapons. Cool.
So quickly, people got the legendaries from the new patch. Yeah. They just had a bunch of points saved up, I assume.
They had.
Although, wait, can you? I don't know if you can get them.
I think you can. I think the winter stuff you can.
Can you?
Yeah.
I didn't think you could do it right away. Maybe not.
BattleRekt.com if you want to compete in these tournaments. You can play against
really good lead into that one. Just opening her right up.
You know what? This is my way of protesting the guy in our ear. This
is your way. Just when he tells you to do things, you're just going to do it exactly the way he told you. No subtlety involved.
Yep. All right. We're gonna
go on, do it.
We're gonna throw to the game right now. There it is. Map number 3. I love it. Yes.
Now, we're going to see a change on Jeter. Interesting. No more Croak. They want to put a bit more sustain on that Esmo, which actually I think is pretty smart. They're just not going to really mount a whole lot against those two. In this specific team comp, Croak's not going to be able to limit his tons when he does. Esmo's probably too busy trying to run away anyways. Not going to be able to get a whole lot of combo. They need to be super confident in their execution. So now, getting a little bit more sustain on the field, I think it's going to be pretty smart to keep that damage on Esmo alive and kicking.
Time Bender is actually a really good cooldown to use in ranged comp to try to deter melee from getting on top of you because it knocks people back a significant distance. And so I think, oh god.
Man, he has to use the spacebar again. There it is to escape. Not able to use it for aggression. Now Vexen, not a whole lot left for him. His spacebar is down as well. He's now going to use his first charge. Second charge down as well. He wants to go for the orb. Oh, they don't care. Look at Reap. Reap's just going to go straight for him, push him away from the orb, and they will secure the first one.
That's going to be a big loss for Vexen and Jeter. They need all the survivability they can, especially when they're not trading damage out onto Reap What You Sow and ninjas. Charge weapon is available. Nice. Time Bender is going to stop. And now they just need to watch out for the counters. Petrify will put that situation at rest. And now Immaterial has to get popped and pop Reap What You Sow out of the root. Petrify does hit, but he will get broken out immediately. And now, nice use of the spacebar. Uldor ultimate is up, and they could make a comeback happen. Nice timing for Vexen on the Chaos Grip instead of using his right click. Will avoid the counter from Reap What You Sow.
Oh man, he has to ult just for safety. Oh, and it gets dodged by his spacebar very easily. Jeter, they're just going to ignore him. They know he can't do much. The ultimate on Vexen, he has to use a charge to get out of there. There's a weaken now on Uldor. He's not getting out of that one alive, and the counter gets procced. Vexen accepts his fate. Take me, Sun Lord.
So aggressive, and the best way to describe Shifu Sirius is explosive, right? They are able to put out so much burst, and you make one mistake, and all of a sudden the tide of the fight can swing in their favor. And in this case, Reap What You Sow and ninjas were just always threatening. They were just always standing right at that range where they could go in if you make one mistake. And finally, they landed the connection on Jeter, and then Vexen hit into that counter, and it was all over from there.
The first round in map number 3. We've seen both quarterfinals go to map number 3. Not usually typical of our broadcast, so I'm excited to see how it's only going to go out from here. Hopefully the semis are going to be just as exciting. Legendary losing the first one, a little bit of a surprise, but now they take the second one handily. Let's see if they can take this third one in semi-reverse sweep fashion.
Here we go.
Another counter gets procced. They really have to be careful. Oh, forcing them to use their space to get out of that, but then he gets petrified. That's going to be good potentially, but they're actually going to spend most of their time trying to get away from damage. Vexen, oh, his shield is down, and now his spacebar is as well. They want to hound down on him. Reap What You Sow wasn't able to secure that orb. That's actually an Esmo orb.
Nice tombstone from Esmo to try to get that orb, and he does, and then uses the life drain to not proc the counter and instead put out damage onto ninjas. Not super significant in terms of damage, but did help the survivability of Esmo just a little bit. Another
counter getting procced. Ninjas is having a tougher time than Reap, but Reap's getting a lot of his counters procced. Did the Petrify, removing one from the field. Vexen, all he can do is stand there and take all the M1s. Ninjas has a full ultimate. I expect to see one very soon if we're going to see his ally get kind of low.
Watch out for Reap What You Sow. He's getting really low.
Want to try and take out Vexen, but Vexen got just on the other side of that wall. The animation might go through, but the damage does not. The counter does get hit. Oh, and the Petrify on one. They're actually going to break it. Interesting choice. Figured they'd go for Esmo, but maybe they know he has his spacebar up. Oh, he's going to get weakened. The counter does get hit, though. They're going to try and chase him down.
Oh, nice timing on the Arcane Barrier. They might be able to make a kill on Reap What You Sow, but getting the center orb helped them so much. There's the Uldor ultimate. Is there an immaterial? No, there isn't. But petrified up is, man.
Oh, and incapped. He is out of the field for so long. Ninjas is going to get pulled in by Vexen. Vexen does have his ultimate now that the immaterial's down for Reaper. Ez is a dodge. The ultimate's going to come down, and Ninjas, can he get out of it? Oh, he uses R. I don't know if he got out of that damage. It was actually kind of hard to read.
I think he might have taken it, but here comes a serious one. Gonna do so much.
That's it. Once it's down, and he couldn't even use his shield to absorb that either. Oh, he could have used his EX shield potentially, take a little bit of that damage off, but it was probably on cooldown. Reaper Just going to stare him in the face, gets that in cap. Oh, there it is. Trying to get that double damage. Not enough. Doesn't matter. Jeter, my llama friend. Or llama friend, sorry.
Llama.
He's a llama.
Unfortunately got petrified up right when they hit that 2-second stun, and Reap What You Sow could have actually been taken out in that moment if damage had come from Uldur. Vexen had a hard time connecting, but...
Chair won't move. I'm really pissed off right now. I'm trying to scoot up. You've been frustrated by an inanimate object?
Yes.
I am. I'm furious. All right, here we go. I had to get out of my seat just to move it because it was stuck.
Oh my god.
Yeah, we're already falling apart.
All right. We actually used duct tape and taped the seats down. That's why.
Seats are actually made out of duct tape.
Yeah.
Time Bender actually getting a good bit of damage off. But another counter gets procced. Oh my, old door. Be careful, my friend. There's the in-cap followed by a strong M2, followed by a... Oh, man.
Nice CC as well. And they're just doing whatever they want at this point. They're so far ahead. Jeter had taken a lot of damage. It's really up to Vexen to make the comeback happen. He will land a few good abilities there, rooting up and causing cooldowns to be spent on the side of Legendary.
Oh my, Uldur again. Jeter having used his spacebar just to escape. Esmo's actually left pretty unscathed so far in this match.
Both counters are down. Esmo could do a lot of damage here. He might drop the tomb. Let's see.
Will the tome.
Fading snare. The counter does get procced.
Oh, and then the in-cap just as the tome comes down. They're going to turn their attention to Jeter. Oh, and they're actually able to secure that orb as well, even though Esmo was right there. Just missing an R. Ninjas wasn't able to get a final blow on Uldur. Oh my. Somehow Esmo gets completely destroyed. The ultimate coming down, not making any contact, using his space to get out of that. And now it's looking like it's just going to be a face-off to see which of the enemies goes down on Shrug face.
Oh, the Petrify is really going to set up Vexen for a bad time. He's going to have to pop his Arcade Barrier, but around the corner is Ninjas. Drops the charge shot, and I think Jeter is going to go down. 3-0 back-to-back. Reap What You Sow and Ninjas continue to demonstrate why they are the top Shifu series in North America.
Legendary moving on to our semifinals. Shrugface did so well in the first map, but it seems like once that team comp changed up, it just proved to be a little bit too much pressure for them to gather up and amount any kind of damage, or at least any kind of permanent damage. They almost got a little bit there in one of the rounds. They almost took one down, but they just weren't able to secure any kills. Thank you for getting this far, though. You got some points on you, Shrugface, and I love seeing new faces.